I'm struggling, I'm struggling with this English language.
You mean English?
Yeah, yeah, the
Uh,
medium of communication.
nah,
Actually,
no. It's okay. It just need practice.
yeah,
Yeah, just practice makes perfect. All right, so my is coming
Say,
down.
you say anxiety. Can you spell
Anxiety.
it?
anxiety.
Mm.
Anxiety.
Not
Ang,
but it's
And,
ang,
like
Anxiety.
song.
anxiety.
Oh, like song, sing, anxiety.
anchor, like
Anxiety.
anchor,
Yes, anchor.
anchor.
Anxiety. Okay.
Yeah.
Anxiety.
Oh my, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Oh yes.
Oh,
Mm.
okay.
Okay. All right. So Alex also
You
here.
have good, you
Alex
have
is not
good
here.
pupils.
Pu-
Annalyn, you have good pupils. All
Pupils.
of us are here again.
Pupils.
Pupils.
Guys, we also use that in the Philippines, pupils. But here in Korea, we always use students. We don't use pupils. Yes,
We
it's totally different. Yeah,
seven
pupils.
students, so participants, the same amount. Okay.
It sounds
Yeah,
like a religion thing.
yeah. Exactly.
And Adeline, can you write in the chat the link Sylvia said to do this exercise
Sure.
again?
You can go
Okay.
through our. Okay, so I will share the link. I mean, hold on, please.
To do this listening exercise?
Mm-hmm.
You can take it into Facebook too. So just click
Yeah, you
there
can
and
go
then
to Facebook,
Uh-huh.
to our Facebook account. I don't know, I mean group, and then you
Facebook group.
can do these exercises more. Mm. If you want me to share it now, and then yeah, I can share. Why not? Let me share it to you. This one. Mm. Breaking news. Breaking news. English.com.
Oh, where is it?
Mm-mm-mm. And then,
Ah,
so here, can you see it, guys? Now that one.
Yeah,
yes, yes.
Yeah,
breaking
just
news
click on it,
English.
and then there are many exercises. This one, then you can practice by yourself.
okay. Thank you so much.
You can be an independent learner.
Yes.
No,
Yeah.
but we you can be independent learners, but sometimes we need someone to guide us, right?
That's true. You need someone to guide and at the same time correct our mistakes.
Because if you learn by yourself, if you learn by yourself and without any people who help you, and then you make mistakes, and then you make the same mistakes over and over,
Again
and
and
then
again.
you end up speaking with many mistakes, and nobody is going to correct you. So
Yeah,
it's better to have always someone who helps you with the mistakes, right?
that's true. Someone can give you feedback about your
Yes, that's so
mistakes. So,
important.
so you can improve yourself.
Yes.
That's true. Okay, so we end up this one, anxiety. Can you say it? Anxiety.
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 Okay, so
Anxiety.
this one, guys, we
Anxiety.
can make it fluffy sound. Da 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 da. Anxiety. Anxiety.
Anxiety.
Anxiety.
Soft and
Anxiety.
like university.
Diversity. Anxiety.
University,
And
city. What else? Ability.
water.
Water. Better. So those are the
Battery.
fluffy sound.
Battery.
Yeah.
Battery.
Butter. Okay, so let's move on. Who wants to read? Who can read? Let's see.
I can read.
Oh, Natalia. It's your turn.
Okay. This is a stress caused by worrying about the battery running out of electricity. A store that spokesperson said, you are either afraid that you are going to get stuck on the highway or that you are going to need to sit in a charging station for 2 hours.
Okay, perfect. Electricity.
Electri-
Yeah,
electricity.
electricity or electricity. Electricity, battery, because we are following American English, American pronunciation, so we have to follow the fluffy sound,
Electricity.
right? I can hear you, and Natalia, you have linking sound. Wow, that's good. You said ina, okay? Ina, in a charging station for 2 hours. This one is this one is
Sure.
not for, but it's fur.
But I'm sorry, you say instead of saying electricity is like electricity, right?
Electricity. Yeah, electricity.
Like with D.
Yeah. Here,
It sounds like with D
yeah. Exactly. Floppy.
because, for example, in the case of water, it doesn't sound like water. For it's like water with R for me.
Yeah, for Mexican, we can use the R.
Or like
Water.
water.
Oh,
And
water.
in this
Yeah,
and in this case, for electricity, is with D, like electricity.
Okay, here's the tip, guys. When
Mm-hmm.
you when you see the words that between when the T between two vowels, we can reduce into flap T. That's how we pronounce D sounds, soft D sounds. Like water, the T is between two A and E vowels. So that's why American always pronounce it water, batter. All right. Then this one, it's common that when the TY ending, usually American pronounce it flopty as well. Electricity, university, ability, pretty, soft D sound. Yeah, I learned this from Rachel English actually, my American coach, American
Mm-hmm.
accent coach. So that's why
how
I'm
was the
sharing it to
program?
you. Hmm?
How is this program? That program is good. You recommend it?
I mean, Rachel English, American
Yes.
accent. Yeah, now, yeah, it's really good, guys. If you really want to improve your accent, Rachel English is the best academy, online academy you can study. That's how I improve my accent. Yeah, and I think now it's $27 per month. But I have been in the academy for 3 years, and so I just always pay $14 a month because I availed long time ago. So I
Oh,
can pay $14 monthly. But now it's increasing, more increasing. So if you want, you can try. Why not?
But she also has free lesson pronunciation.
For example, when
Where
you
you
finish
can learn.
your module one, when you finish it, then she will, you have to do your tasks and then post it in the group, and then teachers will give you feedback what you are going to improve.
Mhm.
It's really helpful
This
for
one.
as a non-native speaker like us.
But it's like the same program like Hadar's program, like the
No,
accent.
it's totally different because she's very good at those kind of what's this, the phonetic symbol, American symbol
Mm,
sounds. When I see Hadar, it's totally different. No, I never learned that from Rachel, she uses phonetic symbols, so you can learn how you stress, how will you reduce the sound. No, I really love it. Actually, that's why I'm still in her academy. Mm, and there are many resources you can study here. I'm promoting her academy. No. Actually, guys, mm, just in case if you are serious to improve your pronunciation, then I can highly recommend Rachel English Academy is the best academy to study. Okay.
Mhm.
Anyway,
Mhm.
let's move on to our our topic. Let's see. Mai, it's your turn, Mai. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I just wanted give the opportunity to the new members.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to read. The new batteries would end this anxiety. The Stardust spokesperson said, we, we are at the point of achieving a revolution in the electric vehicle charging experience. He said it means the switch from petrol to electric cars will happen much faster.
Perfect, Mai. Stir that spokesperson. Okay, where this one, guys, you can also link this one. We're at. Mhm.
Or
We're at.
Word.
Okay, so would you like me to read first for you guys, and then I will. Let's do a speed reading.
mhm.
What do you think?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, listen carefully how I stress the words, the intonation, linking sound, reduction, and then it's your turn.
All right.
All right. Car makers are spending a lot of, okay, so a lot of this one, a lot of money
A
on
lot of.
electric,
Oh,
a
sorry.
lot of, but a lot of. So here I drop the T becomes D sound because T between two vowels O. Okay, a lot of. Car makers are spending a lot of money on electric cars. In the future, electric cars will replace petrol cars. Environmentalists believe this will reduce the amount of CO2 put in the atmosphere. A big problem for electric cars is charging the battery. Some batteries in today's electric cars can take up. So here, guys, I also link this one. It's not take up, but it's take up. The E is totally drop, and then K is linked to U, take up. To 12 hours to charge fully. However, a company in Israel says it has created a lithium ion battery. So here I also pronounce these sounds, right? Created, because T is between A and E vowels. Battery that people can charge in just 5 minutes. This is the same amount of time it takes to fill a tank of gas with petrol. The new lithium ion batteries were developed by the Israeli company Stardust. They're being manufactured by a Chinese company called EV Energy. The new batteries could totally, okay, so another one, this one, guys, we can say totally, totally. The T is between O and A vowels. We pronounce it D sounds. Totally. Transform driving. They would mean electric cars would be able to travel as far as petrol cars. Many people with electric cars today suffer from range anxiety. This is stress caused by worrying about the battery running out of electricity. A Stardust spokesperson said, you're either afraid that you're going to get stuck on the highway or that you are going to need to sit in a charging station for 2 hours. The new batteries would end this anxiety. A Stardust spokesperson said, we're at the point of achieving a revolution in the electric vehicle charging experience. He said it means the switch from petrol to electric cars will happen much faster. So can you hear, guys? I also reduce. It's not two, but it's ta, ta, schwa sound, okay? Ta, ta, electric cars. Okay, so who can do it?
Lina, I'm so sorry. I need to leave this class because I have a conversation right now with another one more guy.
Oh,
I'm
but
so
it's
sorry.
oh yeah, it's
Yes,
uh-uh.
thank you so much. And I'll be here in this class the next week.
Oh, sure,
Thank you,
sure.
guys.
Enjoy. Thank you so much for joining.
Okay,
Bye. Yeah, see you around.
bye-bye.
Yeah, have a good weekend.
You too.
Okay.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. So who can do it
I
first?
can start. Oh, if you-
Alex?
okay.
Uh-huh.
Car makers are spending a lot of money on electric cars. In the future, electric cars will replace petrol cars. Environmentalists believe this will reduce the amount of CO2 but into the atmosphere. A big problem for electric cars is charging the battery. Some batteries in today's electric cars can take up to 12 hours to charge fully. However, a company in Israel says it has created a
Lithium.
lithium ion battery that people can charge in just 5 minutes. This is the same amount of time it takes to fill a tank of gas with petrol.
Petrol.
I don't know. Stress petrol или petrol.
Mhm.
Oh, the new lithium-ion batteries were developed by the Israeli company Stordot. They are being manufactured by a Chinese company called Eve Energy. Continue.
Mhm. Continue. Uh-huh.
The new batteries could totally transform driving. They would mean electric cars would be able to travel as far as petrol cars. Many people with electric cars today suffer from range anxiety. This is stress caused by worrying about the battery running out of electricity. A store spokesperson said, you are either afraid that you are going to get stuck on the highway or that you are going to need to sit in a charging station for 2 hours. The new batteries would end this anxiety. As Stordot
Anxiety.
spokesperson said, we are at the point of achieving a revolution in the electric vehicle charging experience. He said it means the switch from petrol to electric cars will happen much faster.
Okay, great job, Alex. Can you say anxiety? Anxiety.
Without any n, anxiety,
Mm,
anxiety, correct?
anxiety. Anxiety.
And uh, letter n is exist, anxiety or anxiety,
Anxiety. Like song.
anxiety.
Mm-mm.
And
Like
about petrol, stress, petrol or petrol.
petrol. Yes, petrol.
Thank
Petrol.
you.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Okay, perfect. What's next? Natalia? Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Um, Car makers are spending a lot of money on electric cars. In the future, electric cars will replace petrol cars. Environmentalists believe this will reduce the amount of CO2 put into the atmosphere. A big problem for electric cars is charging the battery. Some batteries in today's electric cars can take up to 12 hours to charge fully. However, a company in Israel says it has created a lithium ion battery that people can charge in just 5 minutes. This is the same amount of time it takes to fill a tank of gas with petrol. The new lithium ion batteries were developed by the Israel company Store that. They are being manufactured by a Chinese company called Eve Energy. The new batteries could totally transform driving. They would mean electric cars would be able to travel as far as petrol cars. Many people with electric cars today suffer from range anxiety. This is a stress caused by worrying about the battery running out of electricity. A store that spokesperson said, you are either afraid that you are going to get stuck on the highway, or that you are going to need to sit in a charging station for 2 hours. The new batteries would end this anxiety. A store that spokesperson said, "We are at the point of achieving a revolution in the electric vehicle charging experience." He said it means the switch from petrol to electric cars will happen much faster.
Okay, great job. Natalia, can you say vehicle?
Vehicle,
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 tricycle. Call.
tricycle,
It's not call, but it's call. The schwa sound. Okay, vehicle, vehicle, tricycle,
vehicle,
motorcycle. Mm-mm-mm.
tricycle,
Tricycle, tricycle, vehicle.
tricycle,
Uh-huh.
vehicle.
Okay. How about what else? Uh, this one I heard you said anxiety. It's not but it's anxiety.
Mm.
Anxiety.
And
You can use fruity sounds, guys. If you cannot say the floppy sounds, I mean the soft D sound, you can use anxiety, but no, sorry, anxiety, but it's not it's not anxiety. Okay, it's not it's not totally but it's
mm,
anxiety.
anxiety.
Mm-mm-mm.
Inside.
Okay, great job, great job. Let's see who's next.
I can go.
Okay, Sylvia.
Okay. Car makers are spending a lot of money on electric cars. In the future, electric cars will replace petrol cars. Environmentalists believe this will reduce the amount of CO2 put into the atmosphere. A big problem for electric cars is charging the battery. Some batteries today's electric cars can take up to 12 hours to charging fully. However, a company in Israel says it has created a lithium-ion
Lithium
battery,
ion, ion.
lithium-ion battery that people can charge in just 5 minutes. This is the same amount of time it takes to fill a tank of gas with petrol. The new lithium-ion batteries were developed by the Israeli company Stardust. They are being manufactured by a Chinese company called Eve Energy. The new batteries could totally transform driving. They would mean they would mean they would mean electric cars will be able to travel as far as petrol cars. Many people with electric cars today suffer from range anxiety. Anxiety. This is the stress caused by worrying about the battery running out of the what? Oh, sorry, running out of the electricity.
Mhm.
A Stardust spokesperson said, "You're either afraid that you are going to get stuck off the highway or that you are going to need to sit at a charging station for 2 hours. The new batteries will end in anxiety." A Stardust spokesperson said, "We are at the point of achieving a revolution in the electric vehicle charging experience." He said it means the switch from petrol to electric cars will happen much faster.
Okay, great job, Sylvia. Now I heard
Yes,
this one you pronounce develop. No, it's not develop, but it's develop. Develop.
develop.
The stress is here. The first syllables develop,
Okay,
develop.
develop,
Da 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 da.
develop,
Da 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 da.
develop.
Develop. It's not develop. No. Okay.
Okay,
How
okay.
about range? Okay, this
Second
one's
stress,
uh-uh.
develop.
Yes. Range
Range,
anxiety.
range anxiety,
Range. Okay, range anxiety.
anxiety,
Anxiety. Is it difficult, guys, to have sound?
un, un,
Uh,
un,
anxiety. An-
anxiety.
anxiety, or anxiety.
It's hard.
It's hard. Okay, keep on practicing in this part. You can go to English and then try to listen this many, many times and then practice your ears. Okay, anxiety.
Okay.
Let's. Mm. Who's next?
Me.
Okay, Mai, it's your turn.
Okay. Okay. Car, can you hear me?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Car makers are spending a lot of money on electric cars. In the future, electric cars will replace petrol cars. Environmentalists believe this will reduce the amount of CO2 put into the atmosphere. A big problem for electric cars is charging the battery. Some batteries in today's electric cars can take up to 12 hours to charge fully. However, a company in Israel says it has created a lithium ion battery that people can charge in just 5 minutes. This is the same amount of time it takes to fill a tank of gas with petrol. The new lithium ion batteries were developed by the Israeli company Stardust. They are being manufactured by a Chinese company called Eve Energy. These new batteries could totally transform driving. They would mean electric cars would be able to travel as far as petrol cars. Many people with electric cars today suffer from range anxiety. This is a stress caused by worrying about the battery running out of electricity. A Stardust spokesperson said, "You are either afraid that you are going to get stuck on the highway or that you are going to need to sit in a charging station for 2 hours. The new batteries would end this anxiety." A Stardust spokesperson said, "We are at the point of achieving a revolution in the electric vehicle charging experience." He said it means the switch from petrol to electric cars will happen much faster.
Okay, Mai, perfect. I can't see anything that to point out your mistakes. You pronounce them well, but one thing is, I think you have to make much longer the stress. Mm-mm-mm.
Okay,
Yes.
thank you.
Good job, Mai.
Each day we learn a new thing.
Yes.
That's why I am so glad and so thankful to you.
Yeah. My pleasure, Mai, as always. Thank you so much
Mhm.
for always joining.
Mhm.
All right. So let's move on
Uh,
to Ralph. It's
I
your
think
turn.
yeah. I'm. This is my turn right now.
Mm,
Okay. I don't know if I can make it.
you can.
Okay.
Yes, you will, you will.
Mm.
Okay. Car makers are spending a lot of money on electric cars. In the future, electric cars will replace petrol cars. Environmentalists believe this will reduce the amount of CO2 put into the atmosphere. A big problem for electric cars is charging the battery. Some batteries in today's electric cars can take up to 12 hours to charge fully. However, a company in Israel says it has created a lithium ion battery that people can charge in just 5 minutes. This is the same amount of time it takes to fill a tank of gas with petrol. The new lithium ion batteries were developed by Israeli company Stordot. They are being manufactured by a Chinese company called Eve Energy. The new batteries could totally transform driving. They would mean electric cars would be able to travel as far as petrol cars. Many people with electric cars today suffer from range anxiety. This is stress caused by worrying about the battery running out of electricity. A store that spokesperson said, "You're either afraid that you're going to get stuck on the highway or that you're going to need to sit in a charging station for 2 hours. The new batteries would end this anxiety." A store that spokesperson said we're at the point of achieving a revolution in electricity vehicle charging experience. He said it means the switch from petrol to electricity cars will happen much faster.
Okay, good job, Ralph. Okay.
Thanks.
Great job. Now I have few notes for you. This one, can you say it manufactured? Manufactured.
Manufactured. Manufactured.
Manufactured. Okay, manufactured. What else? I heard this one. Can you say two?
Two. Two
Two
hours.
hours. Okay, 2 hours. Because I
I
heard you
think I pronounce it as 2 hours.
2 hours. Yeah, 2 hours.
Yeah.
Two, okay? two
it's
hours. Can
it's
you?
our pronunciation. 2 hours.
Yeah,
Two.
yeah, yeah. It's Philippine accent, right?
A Philippine accent.
Yes, 2 hours. What else? Uh, this one you pronounce it P instead of F. Feel,
Feel.
feel,
Feel.
feel a tongue.
Ah,
Okay,
man. Feel a
it's not
time. Feel
feel
a time.
because I heard you pronounce it P.
T.
Mm-hmm. It's not P, huh? Feel a tank.
Feel a time.
Okay, so and at the same time, anxiety,
Anxiety. Anxiety.
anxiety,
Inside.
anxiety.
Anxiety.
Mhm.
Anxiety.
All right, guys, great job. Perfect. So,
Thanks.
uh-huh. There is also questions this one, but maybe we only have 9 minutes, 7 minutes, so we can
Seven.
just
Seven.
keep talking.
Lynn,
Uh-huh.
Lynn, I had a question in the test. They say we can link. They say in the end of the test, they say where at the. We can link at the
At
With
the.
with the. What do you mean?
at the where at the
Where at?
where at the
Ah,
point.
where at? Ah, that one, that part. I mean,
Uh,
this one. Where at? Where at?
where at the.
Where at?
We're at.
Uh,
Yeah, there
We're at.
exactly there.
We're at.
Where at
We're
where
the
at
at
the
the?
point.
Where at the? So this
where at
one, the
the.
T and another T, we just link that one. Okay. Where
Yeah,
at the? Where at the?
we can do it.
Mm-mm. Can you? Where at the?
We're
Where
at the point
because
of
we're
achieving.
at the point of achieving because if you say we're at the it sounds you're like robot, right? Robotic, so
So
you
we can link that.
you can connect this one, link this one. We're at the
Where
point of
where at
achieving a
where
revolution.
at the
Mm-mm.
where at the
we're at the we're at
where at the
we're at the we're at the
where at the. But
teach.
the three things were at the.
Mm, mm.
We're at the.
You can combine the three. Where
Yes,
at the where at the.
linking sound. Where because
Okay.
if you say where at the point, it's okay, but you sound like robot. If you say it word by word. Mm-mm.
Okay.
We're at
Where
the
at the.
point.
Okay.
So if
Thank you.
you want to sound smooth and natural, you can link this one at because this is T and followed by another T. You can link that one. Becomes one T. Okay, where
Okay.
at the
Okay.
where at the.
Okay. Thank
All
you.
right, perfect. Okay, guys, just free talking now. Feel free to talk, everyone. Wh- Who left?
Well,
Who left, guys?
I really enjoy this exercise, and
Mhm.
I would like to continue doing something like this because it not only trains our listening skills,
Mhm.
it also trains our reading skills
Mhm.
and our comprehension skills
Mhm.
and our pronunciation skills. So
Mhm.
this is such a good exercise.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
besides that, you are giving feedback, Adeline, and it's very important.
Uh,
I know
Yes. Yes.
that it's very difficult for you to give feedback because there are many of us in the class. But at least for those who make mistakes, and you are taking your time to correct them. And I appreciate that very much.
oh, it's okay, Mai. My pleasure, Mai. So yeah, it's good.
Mm. I am with I agree. I would love more exercises with feedback. And thank you so much for this one because It is very, very helpful.
Mm, mm, mm,
Now, also when I was trying to organize in like my ideas or see about my mistakes. I was practicing with others' mistakes, so you can start identifying your problems because sometimes you cannot listen to your voice, but you can with others
You cannot
when
identify your own
you
mistakes,
can
right? But if
some
someone
no
point
I
out, then
can.
you will realize, oh, it's totally different. That's
But I was practicing with when another person was reading, I was practicing so I could see I I was listening to like the same problems, for example.
yes, you have to train your ears, not with your eyes. So keep listening, listen many times,
Do
and
you,
then try to
Natalia,
match. Mm.
Natalia, I'm sorry. Do you mean that while other people were talking, you were aware of what they were saying, and then you correct
Yes,
yourself your own mistakes, right?
yes, and I was trying to read behind them, like shadowing. So
Okay.
that the exercise when they were reading, I was like shadowing, and I was trying to remember what Adeline, what Lynn or what you say at the end about the pronunciation or for example you mispronunciate this word, so you have to say this word like this. So I was trying to repeat every I was all the time shadowing
Mm,
Lynn and the person that was reading,
Mhm.
and
Yeah,
it was very, very helpful. So
Yes, it is.
and
yes.
one point I know and helped me is listen to Lean, so how the rhythm and the melody, because it's very
mhm.
important. I used to read like a very flat.
Flat, very flat without
Yeah, exactly.
without
And when I
gliding
listen to you,
intonation.
yeah, when I listen to you, I notice, I pay attention to how you I don't know how to say that, a
How to glide.
Like
melody of
stressing the words, well, it's
exactly.
stressing the word.
Yeah, so we can give it more emphasize at the words, like it's more important in the sentence.
Oh,
So I like that. I like that.
oh yeah. Thank you so much. All right, we have 1 minute. How about you, Alex? Ralph?
Okay, I also join the opinion of other students about this lesson, and a bunch of thank you to you, Adeline, for hosting and for organizing this kind of lesson for us for free. It's very pleasure for me, and I want to say that it's very useful not only do exercise, it's also develop our confidence uh, and just ability to show up, also already great success for me. And I sometimes I afraid to join different group or to have a talk with students, but the main step is to show up, and after that you will continue to speak, and in my opinion it's great possibility to reinforce your
Knowledge.
active vocabulary, mm, and develop and
Use them.
expand your vocabulary. Yes,
Yeah.
and in other words, thank you very much.
Oh, yes. My pleasure, guys. We only have less than 1 minute.
Yeah. So I'd like to thank and I appreciate this group. I hope we can